Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Liverpool have won their second game of the season. First win at home at Anfield for Onslaught, and it was a great performance from Liverpool, and they would be really happy. So let's get right into it. It was quite an interesting game, to be very honest. I expected goals in this game. My prediction was a 2-all draw. Liverpool did their side of the thing, but Brentford really did not show up, and I was quite disappointed in that because I thought with the players that Brentford had and the way that Frank likes to play, I thought they would be more threat from there. They would attack more. There would be a lot of more fight from Brentford, but there was not really that much from them. But I think Liverpool were really good in that game, and the way they played, the chances that make, the movement, it did not really look like that Klopp has left the club. Like last week there was some rustiness in the squad, but this week they were really good. The amount of chances they created, the link up play, the movement, it's like the one touch movement, the passing and all that. It so reminded of you of a Klopp. It felt like he's still there. The squad, I have always said that the squad that Klopp has left is spectacular, and I think Slot is going to reap the benefits of Klopp's efforts. But I think he's setting in really well himself, and I think the players have responded to him, and they looked really beautiful. Like throughout the game, they were never really in trouble. Brentford did not offer anything to them. Liverpool controlled the entire the entire 90 minutes. And the chances that make, I think they could have gone ahead and get maybe like 3 or 4 goals, if we are being very honest. They in a way they were wasteful, to be very honest with you. Like as I said, they could have easily gotten 3 or 4 goals in that game, but they were not able to finish. But Diaz gets the first one, and then Mohamed Salah. Of course, Mohamed Salah has to score, whether it's away, whether it's home. So it was a good game from Liverpool. The fans would be happy, and I think Onslaught would be really happy. Now it's 2-4 Liverpool. So, and the Premier League is really getting it's getting really exciting already. Arsenal 2-2, City 2-2, Liverpool 2-2. The top 3 from last season still on point. All of them have a good start. But if we are talking about this game, like I cannot really single out any one player from Liverpool, because all of them were really good. And as I said, it was like, I don't want to say but it was beautiful to watch them play. Like, this is what a good football is really about. I have always, even though I'm an Arsenal fan, I have always had a sort of a respect for Liverpool. I like the way they play football, like the way they approach the game, and I think after Klopp has left Onslaught, he has come in and he is continuing the way that the football should be played. Like, I always like teams that like to play attack-minded football, and they did that today. The Brentford really did not have any answers to Liverpool's attacks, and they basically, as I said, they really did not try. They were I cannot remember any one instance in the game where Brentford really come up and they threatened the Liverpool goal. It was only one-way traffic the entire time, and I think Liverpool fans should be really happy and should be really excited for this season. There are concerns from a lot of fans still because of the transfer window, that they have not signed anything. Like, the only signing till now, it is the Matushari, the Georgian goalkeeper, and still he's not going to come in. He's going to be loaned out again. So there are concerns regarding that, but according to Slot, that his squad is really good. He doesn't really need any more players, and if they keep on playing like that, I think he is right in a way. I don't agree with it. I still think they need to go out and buy a couple of players, but today they were really good, and I think they were good against Ipswich last week as well, but there was a little bit of rustiness of being on the first game of the season, but today, like, they were breathtaking. I'm like really surprised, and I think, as I said, I think they were wasteful. They should have gone on and win this game like 3 or 4-0. 2-0 again, it doesn't really reflect the true it doesn't really reflect the true game, the way the game went. It feels like this was a normal 2-0 game, but Liverpool were really good. Brentford, I think Thomas Frank would be really disappointed in the way his team played. I think they showed Liverpool a lot of respect. I always say this, that there are things about stadiums, certain stadiums that when a team goes there, it plays on their mind, and I think Liverpool are like going to Anfield is like the best example of them. There used to be this aura about Old Trafford before, but unfortunately it is slowly it is not that anymore. People talk about it hard as well. I don't agree with that. I think the biggest the best atmosphere at a football stadium, or that aura, or that the mentality of a team going, if it's an away day and you're going to Anfield, and I think that affects the player as well. And I think in a way that affected the Brentford players as well. Hearing that you will never walk alone as an away player, it is always going to mess with your head, and I think that helped Liverpool today. I myself was really disappointed because the way they played last week, Brentford, I thought they were gonna go ahead and were gonna have a good game today as well. Because Thomas Frank and Brentford, they are always known for playing attacking football. It doesn't matter to them. They don't really mind if they go and concede goals, but if they are scoring, if they are playing attacking football, they would be really good. But today it had nothing like that was there. Like they really were. It felt like Liverpool were sometimes most part of the games it felt like Liverpool in a training session, passing amongst themselves, and they're just hovering around and making their moves. They were even like mocking them with the silly tricks as well. So it was quite a bad day for Brentford and the Brentford fans. And the Brentford fans should be quite should be angry at their players, and deservedly so. Like they really did not give anything towards the game. It was a flat from them. It was really poor, and I think if it continues, it could be a big problem for them. You could see on the touchline that Thomas Frank was quite angry with the way the things were going on, and I think they are gonna bounce back quite quickly, because I don't think Thomas Frank is gonna let that happen. They finished 16th last season, and everybody kept on saying, including me, that the reason they finished 16 was because they missed Ivan Toney for almost half of the season. But if they continue playing like this the way they did, I think it could be a problem for them. So we'll see how they bounce back next week. Liverpool, as I said, they were really good, and I think next week is the big game against Manchester United. And if you are a United fan, and if you saw Liverpool play like that, and if you saw United play like what they did yesterday, I think you already know it's going to be a very hard game. It's going to be a very tough game. I'm really excited. Like Liverpool versus Manchester United is always a great game to play, a great game to watch, and the players are going to be up for it. It doesn't matter. People usually say the form goes out of the window. It does, but not that much. Like United were in the first game, United were really good. Then last week, yesterday, United were bad again, and Liverpool have been really good in for the last two games. So I think next week is going to be quite interesting. So we'll see what happens next week. That is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of the match, how good Liverpool were and how bad Brentford were, and how is Onslaught really the guy to make Liverpool the champions yet again. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 150 subs before the transfer window ends. That's the target. We are on currently on 146 subs, so that's like 4 subscribers away. So please subscribe to the channel and help me get to that until the next target. And until next time, bye bye.